You guys are tuning in with IdeateTV. My name is Isabelle and I'm here at the V3 Digital Media Conference opening award ceremony. And Lisa Ling, my breath was just taken away, sorry about that. She is here with us today because she just received the Visibility Award here for the V3 conference. Lisa is not just a prominent figure in the Asian American community, but she's well respected and well known in the journalism world. So she's very known for her work. Lisa, congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you first hear about your award and how did you feel about that?
Someone from the organization called me and told me they would like to present me with a Visibility Award, and of course I was so humbled and honored, and I'm excited about the things that V3 is doing, as well as AAJA. So it's a big honor for me.
Well, congratulations on that. I think I said that like 3 times already.
Thank you. 3 times.
Yes, but the great thing about Lisa here is that you come from not just a traditional media, but now you're starting to bridge over to digital. For example, she just started the Secret Society of Women's sphere.
Yeah. A partner and I started secretsocietyofwomen.com, and it's a platform for women to be able to share things that they hold deep inside of them in an anonymous environment, and it's a safe community where people can just share and find community in one another. So it happened, we started it after I had a miscarriage, and I
saw that on The View.
Yeah, it was a time of real introspection for me, because I felt so alone. And once I started talking to a lot of my friends, I realized that so many women had undergone the same thing. And I thought, well, women need a place where they can share and share things that they might not even share with their closest friends or family members. So we created Secret Society of Women.
Speaking of women, just earlier you talked about how Connie Chung was kind of the only Asian American woman you saw that you could relate to. What were your experiences as an Asian American kind of going through that, kind of paving the way for the rest of us?
You know, I was really lucky. I started working in television when I was 16 years old. I was hosting this teen magazine show called Scratch, and I've been really lucky that the few Asians who have been in the business have really looked out for me. In fact, when I started working at The View, I got the most amazing note from Connie Chung, my idol, and I kept it on my corkboard for 3 years because I didn't know Connie, I'd never met her, but she just wanted to say, good for you, kid, I'm proud of you and I support you. And people along the way have been incredibly supportive, and I'm excited that so many young people now have so many more role models to look up to, because there are so many more Asians now in media and new media.
So Lisa, she started television when she was young, and Asian American parents, we all have that common experience, I think, where most of our parents have an idea of what they want their kids to kind of go into, those traditional occupations, and you kind of veer towards the entertainment side. How do they feel about that?
It's interesting because my parents were surprisingly really supportive, and I think it was because I was so bad in math and science, and I was so vociferous and chatty and inquisitive as a kid. And so when I floated the idea about pursuing journalism, they thought it was a perfect idea. And I can't say they were particularly excited about the fact that I would travel to war zones when I was in my early 20s, but they have just been really supportive, and I feel very grateful, because I do know that a lot of Asian parents, particularly immigrant parents, come here wanting their kids, wanting to guarantee they have successful futures in things like law and medicine and so on. But what parents need to realize is if their kids aren't doing what they're deeply passionate about, then they aren't going to be as successful. If they are pursuing what they're passionate about, there's a good chance they'll make a pretty decent living.
I think you should call my mom and dad and say that same exact thing.
Okay, I will. Give me their number.
Okay, or I'll just post this clip somewhere and have them watch it.
Sounds good.
Now, another thing is, when did it hit you that you want to do all these because you went to entertainment, you've always done journalism, but then you started, after The View, going into these hard-hitting, breaking story types. You're going to North Korea, you're going on to the crazy places. What inspired you to do that, to get into that?
I, as a young reporter for a show called Channel 1 News, I was sent to cover stories all over the world, and the things that I saw and experienced just really profoundly changed me. And I felt like I was given this opportunity to see these things because I was supposed to then communicate these stories to a larger audience. And since that time, when I started traveling, I was 18, 19 years old, working for Channel 1 in places like Afghanistan, Algeria, Iran. It's become infectious, and I haven't been able to stop the desire to want to tell stories because that's what I feel like I'm just supposed to do.
You're a great storyteller. And Lisa Ling, right now, she has her own show, Our America with Lisa Ling, on the OWN network, Oprah Winfrey's network.
Yes.
So we have a lot to look forward to.
Yes, we're shooting season 4, and I'm very excited about it. We're already 3 shows in, and they're really, really good. So I'm thrilled.
And is there any advice that you'd like to kind of share with not just Asian Americans, but aspiring people who want to pursue their dreams?
I would say be relentless in your pursuit, especially while you're young, while you have the least to risk. If you don't pursue your dreams fully when you're young, you may never get a chance to do so, or it becomes increasingly more difficult when you get more encumbered with financial responsibilities and spouses and so on and so forth.